Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior 2. The last part we got here to Hargon Castle, and now, well, it's time for us to go in and storm Hargon's castle. Alrighty, Hargon, time for you to... Wait, what? Okay, hide a minute in hall. Well, might as well rest at the very cheap inn. Mind you, there's a free inn not that far away, but it's right here. Now, actually, if you talk to people around here, they'll start saying stuff like, Hargon's a pretty stand-up guy and all that kind of jazz. Or is it the Japanese version? Either or. Something's clearly not right here, so let's use that Charmer Rubis. And wouldn't you know it? We are not to be deceived by false visions. And in fact, that was but an illusion for the real castle. Now, if you were to rest at the inn back in Middenhall, your HP would be set back to what it was before you use the inn right now. Yeah, just as a nice little attention to detail there. Also, those gremlin-type enemies down there next to the throne, those are golden bat boons, so don't talk to them. Now, you're not supposed to know that door is there until you go over to that room to the left, but I already know it's here. On your first playthrough, you're probably not going to know that this is here. In fact, you'll probably still have the gold and silver keys at this point, but I don't need them. However, this is only the first floor of the dungeon, so let's get on this little tile and use the Eye of Malroth to progress onwards. Which is good, which is kind of bad, because I almost threw it away in between parts when I was doing stuff. Doing some last-minute checks, and I would not like to backtrack and get that thing. And with that, welcome to the upper levels of Malroth's castle. Roan Castle, or is it Hargon's castle? Mind you, both kind of fit. Anyway, enemies in here are essentially the exact same as the ones in the Cave to Roan. You can even still run into green dragons. I didn't, but that's just me. This is also the only area in the game that has legitimate bosses. One-of-a-kind enemies you can only fight once. Well, technically once, but I'll get more into that later. Also, make sure you keep your HP up in this place because you'll probably take a lot of damage throughout the entirety of the thing. And time for the last new random enemies in the game, Metal Babbles and Mace Masters. Metal Babbles you could have run into for a long time now. They have 35 HP, can drop a Dragon's Potion, which I think is the best potion in the game, or does that just increase attack? I don't remember. And these are the guys that give 1050 experience points upon killing, so make sure to kill them as fast as possible. Mace Masters, on the other hand, have 158 HP, can drop a Staff of Thunder, and can use various spells, including Exploded, as you just saw, so they are not the kindest people in the world. I forget if I mentioned it at this point, but that little bat sigil on his cloak there is the symbol for Hargon's followers. Many enemies throughout the game have had that. I think I made note of it once before, but I forget. Thankfully, though, for a final dungeon, this place is very linear. Like, I'm talking more linear than, say, Chaos's Shrine in Final Fantasy I. Anyway, time for the first boss of the boss gauntlet, Atlas. 250 HP, can drop a Sword of Destruction, and he is very powerful. However, there is a strategy to him. He'll only ever attack one party member at a time, until that party member is dead. Like, as you'll notice here, he's focusing entirely on Zale, and he also gets 2 attacks, by the way, so watch out for that. So now that I know he's attacking Zale, I could essentially have Zale only parry, and if I keep him healed up, I will never lose this battle, until I run out of MP, of course. Very easy boss battle, just watch out for the damage he does, because especially if you're level like 23 to 24, he'll be doing like a third of your health. So just watch out for that. I'm not sure, I forget what his spell resistances are. In fact, I should probably get all these spell resistances for these final bosses coming up. Because I actually did go out of my way to get the spell resistance charts in between these past 2 parts. But Atlas, not that hard of a fight at all, actually. Anyway, we want to go up here for the next staircase and the next boss. Bazuzu, what a weird name. Bazuzu has 250 HP, can drop a mysterious hat, I forget what that does. And he has a couple nasty spells. However, he is susceptible to sleep. Along with fire. He's actually very spell resistant. He can only really be hit by sleep, defense, or fire very effectively, but he's nothing too hard. Once you get him to sleep, he's honestly very, very easy. Nothing too bad. I forget what his exact attacks are. I think he has a couple of spells. I think he can spew fire. Nothing too bad. And time for the next boss, Zarlox. The last of Hargon's generals, as it kind of is, actually. 250 HP and can drop a Staff of Thunder. He has some resistance to sleep and fire, but nothing too bad. You can use defeat on him, and it can work. And I think he has resistance to stop spell, although he has no resistance to defense or surround. Attack-wise, he's pretty much the same as the Bullwong, except he has heal all, so make sure you get his defense as low as possible before attacking, so you can do the most net damage at any one point. But he's nothing too bad, well, at least at my level. If you're level 23 to 24, he'll probably do a decent, he'll probably kick your ass to some extent. But I don't find him that bad. If you can get defeat to work on him, that's amazing, because that's a fairly low hitting percentage, but either way. Here we are on the final floor of the dungeon. Now I'm keeping an eye on my HP for a reason. Obviously because I don't want my characters to die. But it's around here that I do something kind of odd. What? Well, once I reach this little middle thing here, I'm actually going to cast outside, because those bosses, once you beat them, will not respawn until you reset the system. Or at least reset the save file. Also, I'm giving the light sword to the main character for reasons. So what I'm actually going to do is head back to that shrine, heal, and then come back up here for the final battle. And whether you answer yes or no does not matter, he'll still fight you. And time for the final boss against Hargon. 230 HP and has no drop. Just go all out against him. Whether you're level 23, 24, or at next level, he'll go down very quickly. He is resistant to most spells. The only ones that really work are Fire and Stop Spell. And he has some nasty spells, but if you just go all out, you'll have no problem. But he apparently is sending someone greater after us, Malroth. You know, the guy we have one of the eyes of. It's probably nothing, but just in case, I'm gonna heal up. Alrighty, so let's cast outside and get the hell out of here. Or maybe not. Okay, what the... Yeah, when he said he was sending Malroth after us, he's not joking! In the Japanese version, some people say that Hargon is apparently summoning this great demon, so they do allude to this in the Japanese version at least. Anyway, now time for the true final battle against Malroth. 250 HP, no drop, has actually some really cool final boss music, and he's pretty dangerous. He hits hard, and he has heal all, so yeah. He also has some pretty high defense. He has resistance to sleep, fire, and defeat perfectly, so those won't work on him. Stop spell won't work either. Surround and defense are all that you'll really get off on him, and I recommend getting defense off on him, because the lower his defense is, the more damage you can do before he can cast heal all. The Shields of Strength really start to shine in this battle, since you don't have to waste a turn healing 2 party members in a row. So I recommend keeping that up, though it's kind of a pain in the ass at times, because as you notice, his wings are covering up Peta's HP and MP, so I can't tell exactly how much HP or MP she has left. But 250 HP isn't too bad. Atlas has the exact same amount. It's just the fact that he has some rather high defense otherwise. In fact, how much defense does he have? I'm gonna check that out. 255! Yeah, that's it's kind of maxed out, so make sure you use defense, actually. And if you can, use increase on you as well to make sure that you survive his attacks a bit more. Oh, and he can breathe fire. I think the fire is the most painful thing he has, because that just hits everyone for massive damage. It's essentially an exploded spell from him, I believe. Honestly, though, he's nothing too terrible. I've faced many harder final bosses in my lifetime. But like I was saying, he's nothing too bad. And now that we've defeated him, well, Rubus is going to heal us, actually. And it's at this point you can actually explore the world map as free as you want. There are no more random battles. Like Dragon Quest 1, or Royal 1, rather. You can explore the world and talk to the people you want to. However, they all say essentially the same thing, which is this. Yay, you saved the world, yay, yay, yay. So to end the game off, we need to head back over to Middenhall. So let's go see our dad. And where did the people go? Well, here's the soldiers, and our father. What's up, dude? Take the throne? Dude, I'm gonna get my own place. Hang out with the ladies. Oh God. Don't do this to me again. No! But thou must. Yeah, we have to say yes. Don't you hate it when games do that? I want multiple endings, damn it. So yeah, now we're just gonna ascend to the throne. Nothing too big there. And now we're just gonna guard the world from evil because we are the greatest heroes ever. And then peace returned. That's it for the ending, I'm not even joking. Well, that's rather anticlimactic. Mind you, I have to admit, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 aren't really big on the story, neither is 3. 4 is one that really starts to take in. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of Let's Play Dragon Warrior 2, or Dragon Quest 2 as it said just there. And I'll admit, I enjoyed it, but I'm not sure if I enjoyed it more than Dragon Quest 1. In Dragon Quest 1, you only had one party member. You didn't really have to worry about equipment because everything was pretty much a pure upgrade. And you had a lot less ground to cover, and because of that you could be done in a day. However, this one is a lot longer, but at the same time it incorporates a lot more strategy and elements that I like multiple party members, useful defense commands, and spells, and I like that. Mind you, I don't think either of them have aged particularly well, but I'm not sure which one I would say is the better game. But do I think it is a worthy sequel? Yes. I especially really like the soundtrack of this one, and I didn't like it much at first, but throughout the couple of playthroughs I've done for this, I've grown to enjoy it, actually, especially this credits theme. This is catchy as hell. Not Mario World catchy, but still pretty good. If you want to play this, there's obviously the original NES version along with the Japanese Famicom version. Then there's the Super Nintendo version, or Super Famicom version as it really is. However, to play that, you're going to need either to mod your Super Nintendo, or use an emulator to play it in English. That's based off the Dragon Quest V engine, I believe, so you'll notice some differences in those. And then there's the Game Boy Color version, which added an extra side quest, changed the graphics around, and made the game overall a lot more difficult, especially the final boss. Mind you, I think any of those will cost you some amount of money, obviously. I'm not sure how big of a sum of money, though. In terms of the next game Enix made that I'm going to do, I'm not sure. I either want to do Dragon Quest III, which is the less likely of the few options. Another one of the games in the Gaia trilogy, where Illusion of Gaia is from. Or, most of all, I really want to do ActRaiser, because I really love that game. But in terms of the next RPG overall, I'm not sure. I already have the entirety of Final Fantasy I recorded, but I want my brother to get over here for that because we're both such big Final Fantasy fans. So I'll see what I can think of for that, because Battle Network's going to have to wait until the summer. I'll figure something out, I suppose. By the way, I love the way the end screen looks. That just looks really good for 1991? No, 1990? NES, I believe? But with that, I'm going to have to end this Let's Play off here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be. Well, actually, no, I do know what that is. It's Mega Man X3, I'll just say that right now, and, oh god, why. See you guys then.